Western and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here's Carter on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a fourth-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Kid, I don't think I'm the only one wondering whether or not age is catching up to Cousins. He was often injured last year, ultimately benched at the end of the season. But this is a guy who will enter the year top 20 all-time in passing in the NFL and been a durable starter for the majority of it.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. He picked up 34 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Cousins now off the play fake. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's first and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. He brings it in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've made it to first and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. Trying to run in, Algier. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Cousins makes the catch, and in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down.
And a Rams first down.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They pick the handoff now, Stafford. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. This is hauled in by Atwell. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now, Stafford. Screen here for Williams. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
13 yards.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Stafford back to throw. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Carter on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Brought in right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Number 87.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Big strike here to Williams. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Rams 1st down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They'll run the toss for Williams. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
19-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Stafford now off the play fake. Catch made right side by Nakua. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Get over the speed! Get over the speed!
On second down. Oh, he lost the football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, where they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, and maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants. Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Mevis able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's D. Alford. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Shoots away from one. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another carry for Robinson. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 43. Staying with Robinson. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, you got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
Here's Algier on first down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He's got London left side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
Complete to Drake London. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. There's the fake. Cousins to throw. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. We're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Whittington now on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Gets this one in Nakua. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Play action now for Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Gain of 18. That's another Rams 1st down.
And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's 10-all on the scoreboard. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To throw, Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Stafford again. Connects with Adams again. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
The Falcons go a nickel, third down. Running for the marker with Williams. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone block. He's down at that 17-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Rams first down. A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down throw here for Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 6.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Stafford now. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a second quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Falcons 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Alford now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Play action now for Cousins. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in
Brings up
phase as a
2nd and
defender.
10.
He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Right side, wheeled in by Pitts. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Cousins. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. It's scooped up by the Rams. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Cover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay.
How about the quick thinking and the reaction from everybody on that side of the ball? See an opportunity to rip the ball free, and then everybody switches to offensive mode, creating space on that return. Now they're handing the ball to their teammates on a silver platter for a score.
The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
Another snap from the 8 here in 2nd and goal. Stafford from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Alford now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Cousins out of the pistol here. Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
That one's caught by Mooney. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throw left side is caught by Pitts. He's across midfield into Rams territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. On the give, here's Robinson. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 5 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Putting the tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. They stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. To the air, Cousins. Connecting on the slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face third and 3. Here's Cousins. Connects with his back, Algier. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. This is Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. He's inside the 10. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
18. And the Falcons first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautiful. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Now it's second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Robinson. And he will knock it in. The defense holds. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
They sneak it with Cousins. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate? Well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak? Well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal.
Oh, yeah, you got him, you got him.
They'll run it with Robinson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford. Short pass brought in. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set now. 1st and 10. Going left side. Williams with it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture. And one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught it.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4 sets.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Throwing now. Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. He finds Adams, complete. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly marked up, too.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The 34-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. Nakua's got it again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to
First
keep
down.
that defense on its
First and
heels.
10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. A run with Williams. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 32. They send a receiver in motion right. First and 10, a run to Robinson. This is ahead for about 5. They reverse on the tackle. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Here's Cousins. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Down and 10.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 6 yards.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Whittington now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. Stafford now on 2nd and 10. Brought in right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. A gain of 14. And a Rams 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the first and more. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This is Williams. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Stafford from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Mevis able to knock it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Alford now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying with Robinson. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing his Cousins. Gets this one to London. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Take it a short gain and turn it into an explosive play.
Here's Robinson running his own read. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Zane Gonzalez on to attempt this field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Rams on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
It's 4th down.
The Rams are set to punt. Ethan Evans, the one to kick it away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Falcons, running back Bijan Robinson, getting set to begin another drive. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Brought down right
These
at
big
the
D
line of
tackles in this league, they love
No gain on the
weaponizing
play.
their size right
Second
in the middle of the
and 10.
field. It is so
At the
hard
40-yard
to clear
line.
lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins now. Hits him on the out route. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
And those are the completions they rrely on in their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Robinson on the inside give. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To the air, Cousins. It is cut left side.
Cousins pass.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Cousins. Completes beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 33. Cousins out of the pistol here. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The 22-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Looking to throw, Cousins. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is cut.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 9.
Third down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Brought down at the
Hey, I
2-yard
get it on
line.
1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Cousins. Now try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson.
Cousins pass.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. Defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, Well, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
They've been kept down so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
It's a designed run for him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
He's out of bounds at his own 8-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He finds Adams, complete. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw here for Stafford. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the ladder. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They go with Williams on a counter. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stafford now. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams have the first down.
That's another Rams first down.
Really, two elements needed to hit big on this play, Kate. Number one, you got to sell it. Right? You really got to sell and get that defense moving. And then secondly, you got to execute. You got to get a body on a body so that running back can get loose.
Going to the ground again on first. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. You're going to circle that one. You're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Here's Stafford. Coming in the goal line. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Falcons 13.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Carter on the return. And he spins right by him. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, it's Cousins. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They've got first down here from the 36. Here's a counter give to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And this one does not go far.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. throw here, third down. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And he's making a house call. Pick 6 for Los Angeles.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get not every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game.
Falcons 13.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Alford now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And any comeback hopes, they may have been entertaining, Brock. Yeah, they might have left the field after that last pick 6.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible things happen in the fourth quarter before, but now a 3-score game coming off of a turnover. Yeah, this one should be likely over.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Cousins again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Falcons first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it down to the 33. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10. Cousins finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's able to take this one down at the 25.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Well, this is a part of why they find themselves trailing here in the 4th, Brock. Another tough carry for him as he's taken down for a loss.
Tackled back at the 28-yard
Kate, it's amazing how
line.
fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now Cousins on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on down as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it up. And the Falcons get the football back after returning this to the 15-yard line.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Rams' 5-yard line.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Run it with Robinson from the pistol. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Cousins. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal.
Hey, that's my man. I got him.
Cousins, a quick throw, complete. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point
Cousins throwing for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Whittington now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the 28-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for an LA first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Got it, man. That's Nakua. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Play action now for Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. They're drawing up for him. And he gets him 5, but still ways short of that line to gain. So here comes 4th down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
The Rams are set to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air, Cousins. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Cousins now. Finds him over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Around to Robinson. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
He was taken
Kate, you
down
know
behind
exactly
the line
what
of
term
scrimmage.
I think of in a
It's
spot
loss
like
of a
this.
yard.
Sticking
Brings
his
up
face in
second
the
and
fan.
11.
Because there are
At
a
the
lot of bigger
38-yard
bodies for a
line.
corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
There's the fake. Cousins to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. That one complete to Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 3 now.
Hey, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up, we gotta switch it up. Be ready, be ready.
Motion the slot man right. Cousins to throw once again. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Cousins throwing again. And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.